Three breakthroughs just came out of Mohammed bin Salman's return to Washington, and together they could refine U.S Saudi relations. First, the U.S. is preparing to sell Saudi Arabia the F-35 stealth fighter jets, ending Israel's exclusive access to the advanced combat aircraft in West Asia. Second, Washington is recognizing Riyadh as a major non-NATO ally, a status that opens the door to closer military cooperation and easier access to American defense equipment. And third, Saudi Arabia plans to nearly double its investment in the US from $600 billion to almost $1 trillion. This is Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's visit to the US after nearly 7 years. Marching bands, horsemen carrying US and Saudi flags, and a military flyover set the tone. It was followed by a lavish black-tie dinner attended by Elon Musk, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Apple's Tim Cook. During a 42-minute media appearance, both leaders spoke about investment, peace, artificial intelligence, and tech partnerships, signaling what Donald Trump sees as a new West Asia shaped by financial power and US-backed alliances. President Trump went as far as calling MBS a protector of human rights and a frequent phone friend. A key agenda point was the Abraham Accords. Trump has repeatedly said he wants Saudi Arabia to join the 2020 normalization framework with Israel. On November 18, both Trump and MBS signaled possible progress, though they offered no timeline or specifics. But the Crown Prince reiterated one condition: any deal must advance the establishment of Palestinian state. In a potentially significant shift, just before MBS arrived, Trump announced plans to sell the F-35s to Saudi Arabia. The move has already raised alarms in Israel, where officials warn it could undermine the country's US guaranteed qualitative military edge. Meanwhile, in a bid to boost investment, the Crown Prince announced plans to increase Saudi's investment in the US from nearly $600 billion to $1 trillion, with a focus on emerging technologies, AI and data centers, and advanced manufacturing. And at the White House dinner, Trump made another major announcement. The US will designate Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally. Saudi Arabia will now join 19 other countries that are major non-NATO US allies. But the visit wasn't without controversy. This is MBS's first trip to the US since Saudi agents killed Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi in 2018, a murder that CIA concluded the Crown Prince approved. When asked about Khashoggi, Trump dismissed the killing, calling the journalist extremely controversial, adding that things happen. Trump also lashed out at ABC News' journalist, calling her a terrible reporter for questioning the prince, even threatening the network's broadcast license. Meanwhile, the blending of politics and profit, long common among Persian Gulf monarchies, is now drawing scrutiny in the US. Scholars warn that norms around ethics and conflict of interest are being eroded as Trump's political relationships and personal business ties increasingly overlap. MBS also oversees the massive Diriyah construction project, which is in talks with Trump-linked interest. Yet when asked, Trump insisted he has nothing to do with the family business. Trump has expressed admiration for the oil-rich kingdom and its de facto ruler. Saudi Arabia was Trump's first stop in 2017 and again among the earliest in his second term, and MBS was the first world leader to call after his second inauguration. So what does this shift mean? The visit marks that economic and military cooperation now dominates the partnership. The potential F-35 sale and a non-NATO ally status are major policy changes with big implications for regional security. But it is unclear whether MBS's conditional interest in the Abraham Accords will lead to full normalization with Israel.